All right, guys, welcome to the XG Wolverine Show. Today, it finally happened. They were teasing it earlier this week. They were talking about it's coming soon. The bright star in the sky was finally here. American Truck Simulator finally put out the Lonestar. This is a truck that personally I have been ecstatic about. I've been excited ever since last year when I found out it was coming out. I'm like, yes. I'm going to rebuild my whole fleet out of nothing but Lonestars. I'll still keep my personal trucks, but man, I cannot tell you how I even remotely feel about the fact that they dropped it today. Killer Christmas present. I mean, we got 2-in-1 today. We got the Lonestar from ATS. We got the Casino Heist DLC from GTA. I will be doing a review of that as well. I am just going to tell you right now, I can't wait to get into this. And without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into this full-length review that I've done on the Lonestar from beginning to end. Hope you enjoy it. Okay, everybody, the thing we've been waiting for, here it is. We are now getting ready to buy the International Lonestar. Here we go. Obviously, I've already discovered the dealership up in Bellingham. There's another one down in Flagstaff where the Peterbilt dealership used to be at. So you got a couple of those to choose from. If you've already discovered them, you should be all right. Go ahead and buy this thing online. We have two variants of day cab. The day cabs are stretched out pretty nice. I'll click on one and just customize it real quick just to see. I mean, it's not a bad looking truck. Not at all. I mean, it's pretty cool looking. It's the customization to it. Obviously, you have to leave it at this to have the 6x4 200-gallon tank. There is no 6x4 300-gallon, but what I like about it is, as opposed to the day cab for the W900 and the T680 that come with the game, it actually gives you a long chassis look. That's what I really love about this truck. So, I'm gonna go ahead and just jump it on up to the 605 for the engine. I'm gonna go ahead and come on down here and throw the 10-speed in it because I like a 10-speed. I'm gonna go ahead and these are your interiors and whatnot. I'm not a huge fan of the interior look. As you can see, it changes certain little subtle things. I don't know if that was a mistake from SCS, but if you look right here where this door handle's at, when you go back to the original one, it's the same color and it doesn't change. So I don't know if that's the way that's supposed to be. It does change when you go to the bottom one, which is the Diamond Black Cherry. And that's the one we're going to set this up with, is Diamond Black Cherry and whatnot. We're going to go ahead and go over to the paint. There's all kinds of paint jobs and stuff. They already have the SC or the Classic Stripes DLC. That is a part of it, and that's the one we're going to be using because it's my color scheme. I do like the American flag look. That's pretty cool. The problem is it doesn't have a trailer that matches. So, we'll just take a look at some of these paint schemes that come with it and whatnot. They got Everyday Heroes, Technologic. I like that. Technologic's pretty nice. That's pretty cool. And whatnot. And then you have Xenomorph, which, I mean, that's okay, I guess. It's a mostly black paint job. And then, of course, all your other ones, the Valentine's Day, the pink ribbon stuff, they all fit. Christmas. I mean, every paint job that SCS has put out thus far for the game, they all fit and it looks good and everything. I mean, that one looks kind of nice. The hunting season, that's pretty cool. And then you have this guy here, which is a element and whatnot. Obviously, we will revisit these paint schemes on the full-size version of the truck when we do it. I'm just going to go ahead and build out this day cab first. Now, as far as your bumpers go, I mean, there's nothing to write home about really with the bumpers. I mean, all you get is a little hole right here extra. That's all you get is an extra hole, and that's if you take that off. I mean, there's nothing really there. You get your mirrors that you can throw on it. I did not change the color of the classic stripe, so we'll jump back to that real fast. And then throw the red on there. Alright, she's good now. I like it. And then we're going to go back to the mirrors, is where we was at. Oh, let's see. Then we're going to take a look at these guys here. I'm going to go ahead and throw the custom ones on. I'm going to throw the chrome mirrors on it because I like chrome. Chrome is nice. Ooh, you can put air horns up here. So let's see what... Yep. Super roar. And then we'll do a super roar. Obviously, you can't do that for the arrow sleepers. It's just not going to happen. So I'm going to throw up the chrome sun visor sharp. I like the look of it. It's got the V point and everything. So that actually works out well for me and all. And then let's see here. We're going to go here, throw some beacons up. At least the beacons do not interfere with the air horns, which is a good thing. Door handles, switch them over to chromies. These guys right here, we're going to switch them out to have some lights. Side skirts, we're going to go ahead and go with the chrome tanks because, well, I just like chrome. And then I'm going to throw dual exhaust on it because, you know, why not? Why not have dual exhaust on your day cab stretched out and everything? And then we got these guys here. We're going to go with the international version. I don't really see... The only difference I see is right here. It says international. That's the only difference as opposed to this one here. So that's really the only difference in the international version. Go ahead and put some tires on this dude. Throw the custom wheels up. I do have wheel tuning DLC. So I have all these extra things where the little wheels at and whatnot. Yours will vary. This is not a part of the wheel tuning DLC, but it does give you the international logo on the actual hub cover. So, I mean, that's pretty cool. I don't see it anywhere else, and it comes with this one here originally, so. But you do have, if you have the wheel tuning DLC, you will have all four: the International, Kenworth, Peterbilt, and Volvo. So that's actually pretty cool. I have no idea what that Dragon Claw is about. I really don't know. I don't know if that's a... I honestly don't know. I don't think that shouldn't be a mod. That actually should be something I've paid for. That's actually pretty cool. Let's kick out. I mean, that's actually not too bad. I like the Dragon Claw. But for the purposes of this video, we're going to stick it with the international thing. And then back here, we're going to go ahead and go with the Vortex tires. And then throw those on. Go down and throw my pointed lugs on. And I like these guys right here. So we'll do the same thing over here. And whatnot. Get all the way down here. I mean, it's not... It's really not that bad. I do like it. As far as the actual truck is concerned, it is a good looking truck. We're gonna go ahead and buy this truck because I've already got it outfitted and whatnot, so that's not too bad. I think, well, let's see. I don't think I can. No, I can't because I don't have a trailer because I haven't bought it yet. So we're gonna go ahead and confirm that purchase, and then we're gonna go over here and I'm gonna go ahead and build this one out too. Go ahead and purchase both of these at the same time. Again, it's the same premise, same thing. The main difference that I noticed is obviously you have these two. There's a difference in this is 6x2, and this one here is 6x4. This guy here is just your plain Jane flat top, and then this one here is the same thing as this. It's a flat top with an arrow dam on the top of it here. So, I mean, it doesn't give you the full height of the sleeper. and that's okay. I'm all right with that, I guess. Some people might like that idea, and some people might not. Um, I know that for me, I will have this one here as well. And let's see here. Obviously, you have these three right here you can choose from. Then you have your chassis. This one here. The thing about the big boy is the 6x4 is 280 gallons. So it is 20 gallons shy of the 300-gallon tanks that we're used to with the Kenworths and the Peterbilts and the Volvos. Don't ask me why it's a 280-gallon tank instead of 300-gallon. I don't know. In theory, it's because this truck is more aerodynamic than those, and that you would be able to get where you would have to have the 300-gallon tank on those trucks. You can get away with it on this one here and still end up about the same distance. So I don't really know. I know some buddies and I, once multiplayer's fixed, we're going to go back in and we're going to work together and see what we can come up with as far as that goes. Obviously, it does come equipped with the 605 horsepower motor. I'm going to switch it over to the 10-speed. Obviously, we're going to stay with this interior because, well, it's already there. And then we're going to come down to here, and I'll go ahead and build this out as well. And then we'll just knock that on out. And that right there is built out. This is just a paint scheme that I like personally. I've liked it for a long, long time. And so, yeah, why not? That's what I use. And again, you're going to have the exact same things on this truck here, except you will not have the option for air horns, just because there's really nowhere to put them. I will let you guys hear the air horns on this truck, and then I'll switch over to the other trucks, and it does accommodate the beacons on the sleeper in a nice fashion too. Something I did not mention with regards to the day cab, which I need to mention here, is there is no headache rack for this truck. I don't know why there's no headache rack. I really don't. Applies to the day cab as well. There's also no bull bar. Now, I'm going to go ahead and say this and just put it out there and let my feelings on that situation be known. I like chrome and I like lights. But for this particular truck, I do not think that there needs to be a bull bar. I think this truck is absolutely gorgeous just the way it is. It is perfect in every way possible as far as the look and the overall feel of the truck. You cannot tell me that it needs a bull bar. I mean, yes, would it be nice to have a bull bar? Well, it's always nice to have more chrome. But again, I say that the bull bar doesn't do nothing for me. It really and truly does not. So, you know, hey, there it is. It is what it is. And we're going to deal with it. Again, you only have two options for tanks on this truck as well. You have the polished aluminum, and then you have the chrome. Again, I stick with the chrome because, well, chrome is awesome, and the more chrome, the better. So that's where I'm feeling about that. Overall, just what I'm seeing thus far with the look of the truck, the things you can do to it. There are things I wish you could do a little bit more to. I wish there was more styles of bumpers and stuff like that. I really and truly do. But as far as the bumper is concerned, that's not a big deal. That's okay. It is quite all right to have the bumper and everything else be the way it is. To me, there is no functional purpose to bumper sensor. I have not seen a functional purpose to that. It's just a big hole in the front of the bumper, if you ask me. I mean, again, we'll take a look at it right here. I mean, truth be told, it looks like an oversized Reese coupler is what it looks like. So, you know, that being said, it is what it is. It's a nice-looking truck all the way around. I like the look of it. I've been jonesing for this truck for a long time. Yes, I know there's mods. Yes, I know I could have used the mod, but me personally, I'm really partial to SCS. I mean, truth be told, I treat each truck like a mount, okay? To be perfectly honest, if I had to pay $25 for this truck as a DLC item, I probably would have. Just because I treat it like I did mounts in World of Warcraft. I mean, gotta catch them all. So, I mean, to me, that's not bad, and I feel like, you know, they put their time in. They did their research and their work. It looks good from the outside. The inside of the truck, and I did not do this to the other one, but I'll fix it later. The inside of the truck, here's your steering wheel and whatnot. Obviously, I have all the wheel tuning packs and everything like that. So, yeah, that's not too bad. I mean, it's a good-looking truck all the way around. I honestly do not remember what this is for. Oh, I know what it is. It's the Dragon. That's what that is. And that's exactly why I have the hub covers, is because they're Dragon. So, I guess that's something new. I don't recall seeing that in the past, but, you know, hey, it is what it is. And there's a Valentine's one, True Heart. That's kind of cool. So, but as far as the overall appearance inside the truck is concerned, I mean, it is huge. It's as big as it needs to be. It's as big as it wants to be. I mean, you know, hey, why not? Yeah, I'm going to put my Bumblebee up there for discovering Utah, or doing that load for Utah that I did. But as far as the truck goes, yes, very happy with it. I wish there was a little bit more color details inside the truck. I wish I could, you know, have at the very least black seats, or more of a red instead of that burgundy color. So as far as that goes, yeah, it's really good, and I do like it and whatnot. I like how everything has turned out on the look of the truck and everything that I've expected. You know, I've personally been waiting for this for a while. Very happy to see it. Very happy to finally have it. So, you know, hey, it is what it is, and I can't say nothing about it as far as that goes. So, you know, it is perfect. And then to have everything else be the way it is, by all means, this is something I've been excited for. I'm going to go ahead and jump into one of these things. We're going to go ahead and see what happens and whatnot. Go ahead and just drive this guy here. I already built, this is basically a twin to this one here, so I've already built it. I've already played with it for a few minutes. Drove it around just to see how it handled and everything, because we've got to see how they're going to handle. We got to see how they're going to drive and everything before I can give you an honest-to-goodness review. As far as having it on the road, I'll go ahead and say it. The transmission being in the 10-speed configuration with the 605 horsepower motor, with no mods other than just what the game came with, I literally got this thing up to 102 mile an hour without it really breaking a sweat. You lose a little bit when you put the 18-speed on it. We're going to go ahead and slip to the outside of the truck and whatnot. Well, we were. There we go. We're on the outside of the truck now, taking a look around it and whatnot. It is a good-looking truck. Here's how it sounds when you crank it up. I mean, it's not that bad. It sounds pretty good. And then, of course, there's your primary air horns, and then that's the regular horn there. And then, of course, you have flashers. You got one right underneath the air cleaners. You got one right at the back of the bunk. And obviously, you got your main flashers at the back and your main flashers at the front. There is no way to make the bottom lights come on that I know of. Didn't hit that. I mean, all you got to do is just front auxiliary and then back auxiliary. I'll even click the beacons on just for the sake of argument. And then And then here's your clicking sounds that you hear from your flashers and stuff. Obviously, you go outside the truck, you still don't see the bottom lights, which I think does it a little bit of a disjustice, because I feel like if you hit the auxiliaries, you should be able to see everything. It is not a bad looking truck. It's not a bad sounding truck. Obviously, you can hear the clicking from the flashers. I mean, I do like the way it sounds overall. It sounds pretty good. Let's go ahead and get out here on the roadways and see what we got going on here. I mean, it is exactly what I've wanted for a long time. Being happy to have it finally just means that I'm a happy camper. I look forward to using it on stream and going up the mountain to Bellingham. And of course, even in a review video, I still can't drive. So yeah, but as far as the truck goes, it is everything I expected it to be. It's everything I've wanted for it to be. I mean, right now, we're at 80 mile an hour, and that's actually pretty good. So this is literally everything I could have asked for and more. $97, I'm gonna have to back her down because but then of course here's your Jake brake, because I know some of us love our Jake brakes. I mean, it's eh. I mean, I'm not gonna say it is what it ain't, but you know, it's overall I have to say that it is something that I do like. I mean, it is something that just makes the absolute most sense. Let's give this day cab a whirl and see what happens with it. Seems how we haven't driven the day cab as of yet, but it'll be nice to just kind of play around with the day cab for a minute and just show it off and see what it looks like. Again, I know the truck, the full-size truck will actually get up to 102 mile an hour. I have had it there. I know for a fact it will. Obviously, I was bobtailing. I was not loaded, but just actually having the truck to get up to 102 mile an hour, that's not too shabby. Especially when you consider multiplayer, you can only do 81 anyways. So, you know, it is what it is. And then, of course, there's what your truck looks like in the day cab configuration. That was close. Now, obviously, I haven't set my camera back further for this one, but it'll be fine. Just for the purposes of this right here, all we're concerned with is top speed anyway. I mean, it should do about the same as the big truck, so that'll actually be kind of nice. But again, I mean, it handles smooth. I'm looking forward to actually putting it on the mountain in Bellingham and seeing what it does as far as the actual load goes and going up the mountain. I know last night on stream there were some issues where I had the W900 with its bull bar and was apparently hitting the ground with it and just causing all kind of damage and stuff. So yeah, I mean, we're already at 92 bobtailing, so I mean, this is actually flying along, man. It's really good. 101 mile an hour, 102, and we've passed the exit for the thing, and I just hit cruise control. But yeah, as far as it goes, it's it's something I'm happy to finally have. Well, that was my take on the Lone Star from ATS. I'm happy with it. I really am. To summarize, my thoughts on the Lone Star, I think it's an absolutely gorgeous truck. I think that the way it was done tastefully. I know that personally, I like chrome, I like lights, I like all these other things. I am slightly disappointed that the truck didn't have a bull bar and that there weren't more light customizations that you could do to it. I'm also a little bit nitpicky over the fact that the fog lamps in the front bumper do not work, even if you engage all the little check boxes and whatnot. When you hit F4, you can turn on all your auxiliary lighting, front, all that good stuff. Even by doing that, you still can't get it to work. I hope SCS fixes that in the future going forward. That would be super cool. I don't know that they will, but I'm hoping they do, because to me, if you got lights on a truck, why can't I use them? Let me use them. Let them be there for something. I do wish that we had different bumper choices, even if it's the same shape of bumper. Give me bumpers that have, chicken lights on the front. That would be really cool to me, because like I said, I like lights. This is something that I'm hoping SCS hears from the fans, and they actually do something with it down the road. That would be super cool. I'm not going to hold my breath on it because, they're already supposed to be working on another truck, the Freightliner Cascadia. They wanted to drop 2 trucks this year. I understand why they didn't. I mean, no offense, they put out 2 states and they put out a truck all in 1 year. So that's stepping up their game pretty good. Overall, I'm gonna give the truck a 9 out of 10 as far as how I feel about the truck personally, how my opinion of the truck is. My review of the Lone Star is it's a 9 out of 10 truck. It's great for what it is. It's a great fleet truck. It's a gorgeous truck. It's going to become my main daily driver for the most part until I get tired of it and I go back to the W900 or the T680. But for the most part, I'm happy it's out. Go boot up your Steam, let it download. It's a free DLC. It's absolutely wonderful to finally have another truck in the fleet. So, hope you enjoyed the review. I am XG Wolverine. This has been the XG Wolverine Show, and I will catch you next time.